Who makes the best junior glove? Well, we're going to find out. I've worked on thousands of gloves, and I decided to dive in and figure out who I think makes the best junior glove in 2025. Let's go. Welcome back to the channel, goalies. Devin here, the Goalie Glove Guy, and I'm excited to break down junior gloves. Now, the junior market has been flooded with mediocre, very cheap-made gear, and it's been frustrating. Some companies are catching on. We're going to dive into it now and see what the best junior glove is that you should buy for your goaltender or for yourself. Now, we want goalies to start out with goaltending with a really strong, positive experience. We want them to love making glove saves, flashing the leather, and we want them to continue playing goalie throughout their whole entire life. So that's why the junior market is so important. And a lot of these companies should realize that if they get these kids hooked on a brand, they will oftentimes wear them for life. So let's break it down. We're going to start at the bottom and work our way to the top. With my E-tier gloves, I'm going to bring them in. These are some of the older gloves that CCM offers, and then some Vaughn gloves. First off, we have the Axis 2.5. What can I say about this glove? It's marketed as a 591 break, 590, but it's sewn together often, much like the E-Flex 6 we'll talk about. And this just didn't work. The whole glove was sewn together instead of meticulously laced. And when I put a glove together, the build and the structure of what has to happen, it's a process. And sewing it together, it doesn't stretch the way that nylon lace stretches. So it just didn't quite work. These gloves are insanely stiff. There's no finger stalls, which some goalies loved. Most goalies hated, and there's a lot of pushback. So CCM now has finger stalls in all their gear. But this one here was just one of those gloves that came out and had a lot of pushback right away. It's really stiff off the shelf. But once broken in, it actually can be a pretty good glove. It's structured pretty well. The padding inside is pretty good, but it was an innovative attempt at something new, and I applaud CCM for that. But again, it just didn't work out. It's in the E tier. Same with the E-Flex 6. Now, one thing with these gloves, you'll see on the Axis I showed you, there was a finger patch that was needed. So these gloves are both made with speed skin, and speed skin's not very strong. So along the finger's edge, there's been a lot of gloves that have come into us to get finger patches done. And I know a lot of other companies, I see it all the time. These speed skin gloves, the tees, anything with speed skin, they need to be patched up or sewn together. So there's a weakness there for sure. The E-Flex does have finger loops. So the index and pinky have finger loops that you can put your fingers in. We added finger loops, elastic, to the Axis, and we still can if you have an Axis glove and you want finger loops. Reach out to us. We can get finger loops in your Axis glove. But talking about the E-Flex, it's the same thing. It just didn't work. It was sewn together. It's structured just fine, but the glove all in itself was not great. One thing CCM took from it is the cross-form strap. Fantastic. Take that away, and they dump the rest, and they have a much better product now. They're on the up, but these two gloves I have to put in E tier. Now, also in E tier are the Vaughn gloves for this year. Now, this is the VX1, but I'd also say the V10. It's pretty much the same thing, junior. The SLR4. And then the SLR3 is a little bit different, but it's still not my favorite. So the SLR4 is kind of a take at that 60-degree break. And we can talk about this one first, but they're both the same. The strapping is way too tight on these gloves. So oftentimes we have to expand the strapping. And I've had a lot of videos where if you just take the first Velcro strap off the cuff, the glove almost closes just fine. So if you can try that off the shelf one time, just give that a whirl. But also they're just so built up. They have so much padding in them. On the face of the glove, I've started to sew some of that padding down, and a junior goalie is never going to need that much padding. But the problem with this is the inside of the glove is the thinnest I've ever seen. So you've got this glove that's skinned, really well padded. It looks super great to the eye. You go to the store, you see it, and you're like, wow, you can feel it. This is the padding. But that external padding is often not what protects your hand. And the problem is you can make a glove look as pro stock as you want, but when you see the guts of the glove and you see what's inside, it's just night and day difference. The core is too thin and it folds over on itself, and it doesn't allow these gloves to close super well. So The quality in the build, the quality in the lacing and the sewing, it's all there. But the design of these gloves, I just don't think that they're best for a junior goalie. Now, again, if you send it to us, we can make do what's there, and we can make it just one of the best gloves out there. But off the shelf, off the rack, I don't think it's a great glove, and I would never recommend it to a beginner. If anything, an experienced goalie on their second set of junior gear, maybe, and they would enjoy it. It does have good structure to it and padding, like I said, but it's just not for that beginning out, starting junior goalie that we're talking about right now. Pulling in our second tier up, the D tier, we have the Axis F5. Now, this glove from CCM is a pretty good glove off the shelf. Closure wise, it closes much better than the previous models, the Axis 2. But this glove here, it's pretty flimsy. It can pretty much bend backwards. The T doesn't seal up too well, and I find it's just kind of a struggle. It has index and pinky loops, so that is nice, but still on the inside, CCM hadn't got it quite as comfortable as we'd like, or quite right. And overall, it's just another glove that's sewn together, so it has minimal movement and also speed skin. So we see a lot of finger patches being needed and quality. Because of that, I have it in the D tier. It's just not a glove I'd recommend to buy in 2025 here. Also next to it is the Net Zero 3 from Brian's, and this is a great glove. 600 break closure. Pretty good closure off the shelf. I've seen a lot of goalies fall in love with this glove. If you like the Bauer, like GSX type gloves, this is right up there, pretty close. It can definitely snag pucks. It's a great shape. But overall, again, I've seen a lot of these need finger patches. A lot of these need work. They get rips down the palm. A lot of these, they just don't last very long. So it's right there in that D tier. Closure is better off the shelf, but quality and durability is just not there. And this one here is not one of the best Brian's models. It's not one of the best I've seen, so I put it in D tier. All right, so we skipped C tier altogether. I thought about eliminating E and moving everything up, but it's not necessary. E has to stay. Those gloves are where they deserve to be. They are rough. So we skip the C, we get to B, and here we have another CCM glove, the CCM Junior Phenom. Brand new this year, a lot of hype to it. Has the cross form strap, has finger stalls, all the things that the kids will enjoy. It's a 590. The thing I have with this glove is it's just not strong enough. It has, like, you can basically take it and just bend it. The T, if you bash it in, it stays. And so the first thing we address is the finger reinforcement and the T reinforcement on these right away. It's not even an option for me. I mean, I want goalies protected, and I want them to love their gear. So this glove here, I had a lot of promise. I really loved seeing this glove for the first time because of the step. I mean, CCM's going from like DE all the way up to B here with this line, so it's fantastic. And I know they're on the up and up with some of their intermediate senior stuff, but this glove just didn't quite cut it for me quality-wise. Then we have the Brian's Optic X4. The Brian's Optic X4 has amazing closure off the shelf. You might feel it and be like, all right, this is the glove for me. The reason why I have it here is because it's a single T. I have the double T version ahead, you'll see. But I think a lot of junior goalies, they don't have that reaction time to immediately close their glove on the puck. And a lot of these single Ts, especially the thicker ones, the puck will just hit and they'll kind of roll in and out by the time the goalie's delayed reaction to close. So what I think is, a goalie needs a nice soft pocket. The puck's just going to stick, and then that delayed reaction, great closure, is there. This glove here also, it's not as strong. I've seen a lot of finger patches needed on this glove as well, so that's why it's in B. Both these gloves, I don't know about their durability quite yet because they're pretty new, but I'm going to guess that they're going to be like a half season to a season and just completely wasted. That's, again, just an estimate. But let's move on to A tier. I'm getting excited. We're getting into some really good gloves here. All right, so we got our A tier gloves in here, starting out with the SV Pro, and I got to say Bauer outdid themselves. They almost bumped their GSX down, but they're both just phenomenal gloves, so they got to be up here. So on this level here, this is a level that I'm probably like, this is purchase level. The The SV Pro is the glove I'm going with. If I'm an experienced goaltender, I need the extra padding. It comes stiff at the beginning, but when it's broken in, ooh, do not. It's a sleeper, okay? So off the shelf, you might feel this and be like, wow, this is not working for me. But the padding level, it's almost over padded. Honestly, it's over padded. For junior, it's over padded, but it's the highest padding glove you're going to get in the junior market. It's a fantastic glove. It's got a lot of guts to it. It's got a great shape. This nice soft pocket. Don't even need to relace it. The only thing bad I can say about it is that it's stiff, really stiff right away. Okay. But you could break one of these in at home just with working it a ton. And if you send it to us, even better. We've got tons of experience with these, so I promise you it'll come back just amazing. Then we have the True 7X. Now, there's a bunch of versions of this. I just added the 7X4, but there is the new retro graphics. So for this one, I believe that there is the L87 and L95 7X. I don't know about that in junior, but I think so. And any of these True 590 gloves, it's what you're going to get, like the same break angle as an NHL goalie, less padding, of course, but still, it's a great build. Awesome, awesome closure once broken in. Again, not hard to break in, a little stiff off the shelf, but breaks in nice. The tee is super soft. It's a single offset tee, which is fine because pucks do stick to it pretty well. A little bit smaller pocket size, but the experienced goalie, again, this is the glove for you. And then more of our beginner goalies, but just fantastic gloves you could use throughout the ranks. We have the iconic. So this is the iconic X, and then the one that's pictured here is the DX2, the iconic DX2. It's just an older graphic, but both the same glove, phenomenal gloves. Amazing closure off the shelf. Best closure that Brian's has. I mean, we're talking fingers to thumb, perfect closure. And I've done a couple videos on these. They're just amazing. Now, the one here, I have seen finger patches needed on these as well. It's a little bit thinner material, but again, it's gotten better as Brian's has gone through these models. So I'm hoping that they eventually get it right and get the structure on the backhand. I'm not going to say exactly what it is right now, but if you know, you know. And then we have the GSX, and the GSX glove is phenomenal. It can't go down. It's been up there for a long time, ever since it hit the shelves early 2023, 2024, the second version. It's been an awesome glove, and it shouldn't change. It's the supreme version for junior goalies. It's what you get if you are going to grow up and use the Shadow. Ultrasonic glove is so nice. It is so nice. Closure can be stiff right away, but it's got good padding in it. It's that perfect, like, between level closure and protection. And we can break them in without taking anything out pretty easily, just completely getting them to be some of my favorite junior gloves out the door. Then we'll reel in our S tier glove, which is the Junior Warrior G7, G6, G5. Who cares? They're all so good. They're so amazing. If it isn't broke, don't fix it. And Warrior has just made it better and better and better even yet. So such an amazing glove, so much padding. I have a challenge here. I'm going to do a YouTube video. I'm going to wear a Junior Warrior glove in a men's league game. I believe it has just as much protection as it needs. A lot of people say that they think they're flimsy, don't have a lot of protection. I've seen the guts. I've had these gloves apart. I love the design. I love the build. Smith is a wizard. Can't say enough about this. And for a junior goalie, it doesn't get better than this. Junior goalies get this glove, and the only problem with this glove is that they don't want to move up to intermediate. That's the problem with this glove. It hooks them so much. It's got the best closure and presentation. They don't want to move up to an intermediate glove. And honestly, it helps because goalies don't need to get a bigger glove right away. They just need a glove that's comfortable and traps the puck. And that's what this glove does. And if you can save a puck with this glove for longer, then you're going to be a lot better as a senior level goalie. You're going to be more reactionary. You're going to be better as a goalie, catching everything right in the pocket where it needs to. If you move up in size and you get a glove that's too big right away, then you're just going to have another blocker. So I said it, there it is. But the Junior Warrior glove is my all-time favorite S tier glove. This list is updated from when I did the live. I was kind of doing it live and trying to think through it. I've been putting gloves through the ringer, weighing them, bending them, testing their durability, and this is what I come down to, the final ranking going into the 2025 season, the best junior gloves that I can think of as the Goalie glove guy. If you guys are looking to buy a glove, please consider scanning the QR code below, using our link to GoalieMonkey. It helps us out a ton. If you guys do that, we get a commission, and it helps us put more content out like this to you guys. See you later. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let us know in the comments below which glove is your favorite. Did we get it wrong? Let's have a discussion, and we'll see you next time.